sure that you are cool all summer long, but it's important to get that spring tune-up done, so give them a shout. PrenticeAllsup.com, 890-2233. John's got a look at your starting lineups. They're coming up here next on WGNS. They're brought to you by JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Winners Trophies, and Fans Heating and Air.
All right, Brian, for Lebanon, first off, Evan Underwood will lead it off and play right field. Bryce Nizik will be at shortstop, batting second. Evan Driver's the first baseman. He'll hit third. Carter McPeak will be the designated hitter, batting cleanup. Jordan Jewell will be at second base, batting fifth. Tall Swindell, that's T-O-L, Swindell, in center field, hitting sixth. Cooper Hayes will be at third base, and he'll bat seventh. Hitting eighth and playing left field is Jackson Blivens. Cade Thorne will be the catcher. He'll bat ninth. And on the mound for Lebanon, it's Case Collins, number 24, for the Blue Devils. So it'll be Underwood, Nizik, Driver, McPeak, Jewell, Swindell, Hayes, Blevins, and Thorne for the Lebanon Blue Devils. 14-11 on the year, 4-6 in district play. And for the Stewarts Creek Redhawks, 20-9 on the season and 10-0 in district play. Coleman Neese will lead it off and play center field. Batting second is J.D. Speakman at first base. Chase Fernandez will be at third. He'll hit third. Aiden Swartz will be on the mound, but he'll also be batting cleanup tonight for the Redhawks. Tyler Husky will be in right field, batting fifth. Easton Young will do the catching tonight and hit sixth. J.J. Odom will be at shortstop, batting seventh. Hitting eighth is Brandon Rose, the left fielder. And hitting ninth and playing second base is Devin Connor for Stewarts Creek. So it's Neese, Speakman, Fernandez, Swartz, Husky, and Young, Odom, Rose, and Connor. And those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. Final manicuring of the field, and, well, they've got the right guy for that.
Who was that?
Hi, Brian. You back?
Hi, yeah.
Well, they got a coach doing it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's got to be perfect. And,
Final sweep.
Feels in good condition. It's a beautiful night, but we have a lot of rain, I think, behind us, but I think it's bypassing us. I think we're going to miss it.
Yeah, I did check our Rutherford weather radar and the Futurecast, and it shows that nothing's going to really affect us here until midnight or so, and after, it looks like. And the rain that is just came through Williamson County, it's kind of weird. It's kind of going due north almost.
Well, I know one thing. There was a storm brewing in the first game today, Wilson Central and Cookeville, and what a comeback. And what was the final on that one, 13-11 or 12?
Let's see. I was trying to flip over here real quick to that. It was 12-10. Wilson Central held off Cookeville in the 2-3 game, and that's the reason that we are a good almost 40 minutes behind schedule here. That game went forever. When we got here, it was in the fourth inning, and it was tied at 9-9, and those two teams just really kind of whacked at each other here today. So Wilson Central moves on to the victory. Wilson Central is the 2 seed. If Stewarts Creek is to win this game, they would play Saturday at 4:30. The loser of this game will drop down and play Laverne at 4:30 tomorrow. And the Smyrna Bulldogs, who Lebanon beat yesterday 12-2, will play Cookeville. Now that Cookeville was the loser in that 2-3 game. That'll be at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And then they hope to get things, they're playing at 2 and 4:30 on Saturday, and it looks like the 6th is the losers bracket final. And then at 4:30, and then at 7 o'clock will be the championship game. The IF game will be the next day. Can tell you also on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard that Riverdale defeated Oakland this evening 4-2, so Riverdale moves on, and they will play tomorrow at 4:30 versus the winner of the game that is coming up, is probably underway actually, between Siegel and Blackman over at Riverdale right now. And if Siegel wins, they will push on here. I'm sorry, that is not correct. I apologize for that. The 7 o'clock game is Rockville versus Blackman. I knew that did not look right. Blackman lost last night to Siegel by a final of 11-1. That was the same, and in 5 innings, same score that Oakland beat Rockville. So Rockville and Blackman are playing right now. And the winner of that game moves on to face Oakland again. The loser will be done for the season. That's in the 8-4A tournament. And awaiting word on what's happening in the District 7-4A softball tournament. I know that Stewart's Creek and Cookeville played at 5 o'clock, and then that's over at Smyrna. And Smyrna also playing at 7 o'clock this evening as well. I have not heard in terms of brackets for the District 8-4A softball tournament. I think they're planning on starting that on Saturday. That would be the Oakland, Siegel, Blackman, etc. district. And that one, they were supposed to have their meeting today and get the bracket out. So that's about all I know in terms of what's going on here.
Well, the umpires are meeting with the coaches here, Brian, and Stewart's Creek, they're really putting out a veteran out there tonight with Swartz, and I think you got to feel pretty good about their chances with him going on the mound tonight.
Yeah, Eden Swartz is 6-0 on the season, John, and you know, you want to make a statement early. You got to win that first game to play in the second game, and you want to stay in the winner's bracket as long as possible. I do think, John, that the fact that Stewart's Creek went undefeated in the district, sometimes that can put a target on your back, and that's why I asked Coach Brian Howard, you know, how he feels like his team is playing going into this. And I know last year they went undefeated, but they were in a much weaker district last year with Cane Ridge and Antioch and that group. And no disrespect there, but this is a much more competitive district here with more arms. Everybody's got at least 2, maybe 3 arms, and you've got to have a deep pitching staff to make a run. And I think this makes Stewart's Creek better and a more formidable foe coming up if they can get to the finals in the region.
Well, we soon shall see what tonight outcome. And again, weather's going to play a big factor in the rest of these games over the weekend and on Monday and Tuesday. And it's even going to affect our schedule, I would imagine. We'll have to kind of play it by ear. We really don't know where we're going.
Well, I think this weekend, the Saturday rain is supposed to be scattered.
Right.
And so I think that helps. The both of these districts hope to finish up in baseball by Monday at the latest. If the if necessary game is forced, they want to be done by Wednesday so they can rest and have everybody's arms ready to go for the region, which starts a week from tomorrow for baseball. And again, it's double elimination in baseball, which is a new rule that we saw go into effect last year. And softball, I would think of the early bet next week, early in the week, is going to be softball for us to be able to pull off.
We're going to pull it off. Is that what you're saying?
I hope so. I mean, there's a chance of rain in every day from tomorrow through the extended forecast, which goes out to Tuesday night. So it's not all day, every day rain. And I did kind of take a peek at Saturday and see, and, you know, there's going to be scattered showers around and some heavy downpours. But I do think, you know, a lot of teams can, or a lot of hosts can push around all of that. So we'll see if that is the case. Hopefully it will not be a deluge of rain. I don't really expect that.
Well, Swartz is going to get in his warm-up tosses, and we will keep it here, I believe, Jackson. So we'll just keep it right here as we're going to get ready to start. They had the national anthem, I would assume, earlier in that first game today. And defensively for Stewart's Creek, Brandon Rose is in left field, Coleman Neese in center, Tyler Huskies in right. The infield, the first baseman is Speakman, second baseman Connor, shortstop's J.J. Odom. That's a familiar name. He's been there a long time. And Chase Fernandez over at third base will man that hot corner. Easton Young will do the catching, and, of course, Swartz on the mound for the Stewart's Creek Redhawks. Our game tonight is brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, Parks Auction, Craig's Tax Service, and Dr. Automotive. And also Good Neighbor State Farm agents Celeste Middleton, Bud Morris, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. And we're about ready to get this baby started here, Brian.
They have completed one inning in the second game over in District 8-4A, and Rockvale and Blackman are scoreless in the elimination game that's going on out there. And we'll be able to keep you updated on the scores from that one throughout the evening.
It'll be Evan Underwood to lead off, and here with the story for you is Brian Barrett.
All right, John, the Blue Devils from Lebanon High School A new district for them this year, a new district for Stewart's Creek as well. First pitch is going to be fouled away. And we are underway here in this game. And they said 7:45, and you know what? It's right on the nose, 7:45. Schwartz delivers the 1-0 pitch. This one going to be popped up right side. And Speakman is going to take 2 steps forward and make the grab for the first out. So a pop to the first baseman will retire Evan Underwood. Bryce Nizik is the shortstop for the Blue Devils. 14-11, 4-6 in district play. Stewart's Creek unblemished in the district regular season at 10-0. First pitch in for a strike.
Brian, I want to thank Sophie Lowe for going over the lineups with me, where we have the correct pronunciation of all these names.
Yep. Had a few Lebanon people want to know where they could catch the broadcast. Swing and a miss. And 0-2 is the count to Nizik. The pitch from Schwartz on the way. Fastball got him. First strikeout of what we hope are many tonight for the Redhawks and Aiden Schwartz. There are 2 away here in the first, and Evan Driver, the first baseman for Lebanon.
Schwartz's goal here is not mess around. Throw as little amount of pitches as he can, save that arm, and get out of the inning in a hurry.
Left-handed batter takes this first pitch low, and I think that's the first ball in the first 2 batters. 1-0. This one popped up left side. It's kind of in no man's land, but Rose
He didn't see it.
couldn't find it. Nope, and it went in foul territory, thankfully for the Redhawks.
We're in the twilight of the evening, and those clouds mixed with those lights. Boy, you know Brandon is like saying a little prayer. Please go foul. Please go foul.
Well, we are right behind home plate, and to our left, which would be to the west, are these really dark, ominous-looking clouds, but that's that storm that's traveling through nearby Williamson County and headed to the north. But quite a bit of cloud cover even outside of that storm. The count's 1-1 strike to Driver. This pitch fouled it back to left side once again.
He's a left-handed hitter. He's trying to take him the other way, just going with the pitch.
It's a 1-2 count with 2 out. This pitch in the dirt. Nice stop by Easton Young. John, you can see the remnants of Stewart's Creek's senior night. They put the numbers on the field a few games ago. There are 10, so that means 10 seniors on this squad. This one sails low and the count full now. Brian Howard took over after a successful run by this one nubbed left side, and this one hits the chalk and bounces foul. Takes over from Mike Bartlett. Mike, the interim head coach at PCA, and has got the Lions in the region tournament as a 1 seed.
Will Wakefield, the head coach of the Lebanon Blue Devils, and his dad helps him over on the side. In fact, you can see him standing there leaning up against the fence.
That's got to be cool.
World of knowledge.
Full count to Driver. The sail's high, so it's going to be a 2-out walk, and Driver is aboard. That will bring up Carter McPeak. He is the designated hitter here for these Lebanon Blue Devils. Nizik, by the way, missed all of last season with an ACL injury, so tough for him. This pitch sails in for a strike on the outer half. He's had a really good year this year. He's a free safety in football, plays 3 sports. Love to see that. Another breaking pitch just a bit high.
Yeah, it was in the same spot.
Looked like it. I know the umpire in the previous game did not make friends on either side. Swing and a miss. And it's a 1-2 count to McPeak. That was a very tight game. I mean, it was tied many times. Like I said, it was tied 9-9 in the fourth. It was finally a victory for Wilson Central, 12-10. The 1-2, swing and a miss, and down goes McPeak and the Lebanon Blue Devils here in the first. No runs, no hits or errors. There was one walk, and left stranded at first is Evan Driver. Let's move to the bottom of the first inning. The Stewart's Creek Redhawks coming up to bat on State Farm Prep Sports.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
Pizza.
Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Coach Ben Bowers coming by. He got his name in the first inning. How about that, Coach? He says, hello, Mom. Oh, goodness.
Defensively for Lebanon, it'll be Driver over at first. The second baseman's Jewell. The shortstop's Nizik. And Hayes over at third. Blevins is in left. Swindell's in center. And Underwood is over in right. And the catcher for the Blue Devils is well, no, he's not. Hold on. It's Cade Thorne. And Case Collins is on the mound, and his grandfather is in attendance tonight. I spoke with him before the game.
We had a chance to make the rounds, didn't we?
Well, yeah, we had plenty of time.
Got here about 5:45. We like to be here at least an hour before game time, and the game got pushed. Our expected start time actually was an hour behind schedule because of that first game. Coleman East going to lead it off here in a boisterous Stewart's Creek dugout. The Redhawks are in the cream uniforms, jerseys and pants with black numbers. Love those uniforms. This pitch fouled back. Lebanon in the grays with white numbers and royal blue, as they are the Blue Devils. Rutherford County has had a rich history of playing Lebanon over the years. 0-1. Pitch sent high and deep to right field, but backing up over there is Underwood. And Neese sent that one for a ride, but it is a long, noisy out for Coleman Neese.
Came up hacking there. I'm just wondering if that's the game plan tonight for Stewart's Creek. The kids around the strike zone.
Assistant principal and athletic director Todd Harris coming over. They've also got soccer going on right behind us. And the softball team was at Smyrna playing tonight. So a lot going on here at the Creek. First pitch, a swinging miss for J.D. Speakman.
They just dropped the bottom out of that one, and Speakman just swung over the ball.
In fact, Fernandez, who is in the on-deck circle, his mom, Jennifer, is the head coach of the Stewart's Creek softball team. 0-1. Misses outside.
She tries to make every game she possibly can to see him play.
She may be racing over from nearby Smyrna right now. Who knows? 1-1 to Speakman. The pitch popped up right side. Is there room for Driver to make the catch? Yes, and he gets under it. Nice grab over there in deep foul territory. He had to make quite a run, and there are two away.
Yeah, that was kind of over the shoulder. That's not easy. He made it look easy, but it's not.
So Fernandez, the batter. Coach Howard mentioning that the last district regular season series was with Lebanon, which Stewart's Creek was able to sweep. But playing the same opponent in the district tournament in just days is quite different. Now Collins steps off, getting the sign from Cade Thorne, his battery mate. He sets, and the first pitch to Fernandez is low for a ball. This will be our last prep game of the week. We've got Middle Tennessee and Binghamton tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. 4:45, 12:45, and 9:45 a.m. Pitch sent right side and off of the hitting facility.
Must be getaway day. Sunday must be getaway day.
Yeah, that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They are in the Eastern time zone, so they want to make sure they can get those games in. Long flights and all that kind of thing, you know. 1-1, fouled back into the screen. Can't miss the plane. Or should I say deplane? Deplane,
What are you talking about? Oh, there's a plane?
No.
I heard
MTSU's got
Oh.
MTSU's got to catch deplane.
Oh, okay. I heard something flying overhead, and I thought maybe you were talking about that.
I was making an 80s reference. Probably nobody gets. 1-2, swing and a miss. And it's the first strikeout for Case Collins, and that is going to end the Stewart's Creek first. No runs, no hits, no one left on. Let's move along here to the second inning of play. Your score, 0-0, Stewart's Creek and Lebanon on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
We fulfill all your tax preparation needs from individual returns to corporations and handle any of those scary letters you may get from the IRS.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here, and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutoRepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
This half inning brought to you tonight by JHA Company, that's Josh Houston and Associates, Little Caesars Pizza, Rayburn Insurance Agency, and Las Casas Feed Supply. Going to the second inning, Swartz still on the mound for Stewart's Creek, no score.
That's John Dinkins. I'm Brian Barrett. Glad to be with you here tonight. It is for the Blue Devils, Jewell, Swindell, and Hayes to face Schwartz. Breaking pitch sails low for a ball. Looks like there was a minor upset in the softball tournament. Get over to my page here. This pitch in for a strike. It was the 2-3 game, and looks like Cookeville won 9-7 over Stewart's Creek. Another one in for a strike called. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jordan Jewell. I guess it would be a minor upset. Stewart's Creek was 21-9 and Cookeville was 17-9. That's the first time Cookeville has beaten Stewart's Creek this year, though. The 1-2 sails outside and just a bit low, I guess.
It really gets to the nitty gritty. Of course, you got to win. You know, you got to be finish 1 and 2 in your tournament, I guess. But
yeah,
when you get to that region game, those are big.
Pitch poked it out there, swung on right side, and coming over is Tyler Husky from right field. He really had to travel about half the distance over to center to get that one. Fly out to right.
Total Swindell, the batter, Brian, and again, Sophie Rose, thank you very much.
T-O-L.
I would have never gotten that.
First one in for a strike called, and
Sophie's getting a lot of pub.
She sure is.
Sophie Lowe, excuse me, not Rose, Sophie Lowe. Very nice girl.
Swung on, sent to left field, but Brandon Rose gobbles that one up like Pac-Man out there in left field for out number 2. Well, Lebanon is, you mentioned Stewart's Creek coming up hacking. So is Lebanon here, John.
I think they know they're around the plate. You know, they've got good control, both these pitchers. So if you get something to hit, you go after it.
This pitch in the dirt. Batter is Cooper Hayes, the third baseman for the Blue Devils. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update. Lawrence County 12, Central Magnet 2 in softball. This one sent left side. It's going to get past Fernandez and through for the first hit of the game off of Aiden Schwartz. That was a hot shot down the left side.
They're taking good hacks against Schwartz right now. First hit of the game.
So it was a 2-out hit for Hayes, which brings Jackson Blevins to the plate.
That's the key, though. 2 outs, then you let him get a hit. Much easier than letting that leadoff man get on.
Blevins plays left field for the Blue Devils, or at least is today. Ooh, the first pitch was about head high, and Young had to go retrieve that loose ball, and it's going to be a wild pitch, allowing Hayes to get to scoring position down there at second.
That just kept sailing on Schwartz, and Young just didn't have enough reach to get to it.
So runner at second after Hayes reached on the solid single. It's a 1-0 count. And a strike thrown in there by Schwartz to Blevins. Evens it up at 1 apiece.
Looks like Schwartz throws a heavy ball. You know what I mean? That kind of sinks. Always kind of drops.
Did it right there, and it's in for a strike called.
Got a lot of movement. Got a lot of movement on his pitches. We don't have a radar gun, so I can't tell you what he's throwing, but
checks the runner at second, and the 1-2 pitch just poked it out there. It's going to be a tough play. Picked up barehanded by Fernandez, and there's no play.
Hit them where they ain't, and that's the strategy. Runners at first and third now. The runner didn't score. Fernandez did a good job of, once he knew he wasn't going to make the play, he turned, keep that runner at third.
An infield single for Blevins. Fernandez came up to try to make a swipe at it, but he did the good thing to keep it in front of him. And he also made sure that Hayes stayed at third. This pitch way inside and high. So Lebanon trying to roll the dice here with 2 outs. Back-to-back hits for Cade Thorne. I hope he's not a thorn in the side of the Red Hawks here. He's got a 1-0 count. Fastball, fouled back. I felt pea gravel hit my arm.
That's what it was, pea gravel. This job is dangerous.
It can be.
We'll have to wear protective eyeglasses. Oh, we already wear glasses.
Are you paid up on your life insurance?
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, you said it's a dangerous job.
Don't want to die.
1-1. And they're going to let Blevins take second without a throw. He was trying to bait the throw down to see if they could get Hayes across. and Stewart's Creek did not bite. So runners now at second and third. Catcher indifference. 2-1 pitch. Sails low. And Schwartz has been behind the last several batters here. He retired the first two fairly easily. It's been a single, and now a 3-1 count on Thorne. The pitch from Schwartz in for a strike. Thorne was ready to walk over to first base, but the count is full now. Schwartz about to rear back and hopefully throw a strike here and get out of the inning. Pitch on the way. He does. Popped up. Shallow infield, or shallow outfield, I should say, and coming over is Neese to make the grab. And that will end the second inning for the Lebanon Blue Devils. No runs. There were 2 hits in the inning, 1 an infield single and 2 left stranded. We move to the Stewart's Creek second, bottom of the second. Coming up, still no score between Stewart's Creek and Lebanon on State Farm District Tournament baseball coverage.
Parks Auction, we handle everything.
The auction is a means of drawing people together for a quick, easy sale.
I've always been a big fan of auctions. You know, you get instant sale, no contingencies and everything. I've known the guys over there my entire life.
Visit our website at parksauction.com to learn more.
Hi, I'm there, 12 and home now.
Call Parks Auction at 896-4600. Stan Vaught and the Parks Auction team are proud supporters of local high school and MTSU sports.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Lascassas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
Whether you have a quarter acre or several, Lascassas Feed Supply has premium feeds and dog foods you can't find in box stores.
Nutrition is our specialty here at Lascassas Feed.
Plus, every Saturday morning they have a local producer-only farmers market with fresh vegetables, beef, pork, and more.
Customer service and expertise that exceeds your expectations.
Family owned and operated by Coy and Jennifer Young, Lascassas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East in Lascassas.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS is brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. They provided local prep and MTSU athletes with expert orthopedic coverage for decades. As TOA, live your best life. For more information, visit TOA.com.
Brian Howard is the head coach of the Red Hawks. Charlie Mitchell, Ben Bowers, Andy Schmeltzer, Matthew Burt, Blake Slaughter, and Chris Smith assistants. And Coach Howard was prepared and ready, gave us a brand new roster. I love it. He's got a notebook that goes everywhere with him, and he's got extra rosters in there. Got the lineups easily.
Very organized.
Very much.
Kind of reminds me of myself.
It certainly helps broadcasters. It's going to be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters here for the Creek due up, and Aiden Schwartz, the batter. First pitch is inside and low for a ball, 1-0. Schwartz, Husky, and Young for Stewart's Creek here in the bottom of the second. No score. The pitch from Collins. This one inside as well. Every pitch is a good pitch if you're a Blue Devil. Collins kicks and fires. This one right up the middle. Bouncer past the mound, and Nizik gobbles it up, throws it over to Driver at first for out number 1 here in the second. Bottom of the second.
Gave him a Sunday hop right there at the end. Shortstops always love that.
Almost looked like it could be trouble, but
well, I just heard a song I haven't heard in years. Did you guess that?
Yeah. Blame it on the rain. Tyler Husky's walk-up music. The right fielder for Stewart's Creek.
Now, how would a kid that age know about Blame It on the Rain?
Spotify, man. This one pitched, swung on and fouled back, right side.
Amazon Music for me.
Oh, is it? Wow. Could be Apple Music. Could be a number of things. You probably have the vinyl. or the 45. The 0-1 sent left field, and it's going to drop for the first hit
I
for
do
the Red
have
Hawks.
the 45. It's yours.
I probably had that one back in the day. Husky aboard with well-hit single to left.
Let's get something going. We need to get a lead here and kind of help Schwartz out a little bit.
The catcher for Stewart's Creek is Easton Young, and he stands in. Right-handed batter takes the first pitch. Ooh, it's a brushback pitch if I've ever seen it.
That almost nipped him. Curled his hairs up on his arm.
If he had my belly, it would have hit him. 1-0. Check of the runner and the pitch on the way. Fastball past the pitcher. They try to tag and throw to first and do. It is going to be a 4-3 twin killing. A tag, and out of the inning are the Blue Devils. Again, 4-3 on the DP, and that ends the Stewart's Creek second. No runs. There was a hit, but the double play erased the base runner. No one left on. Let's move on to the third inning of play. It's still scoreless here between Lebanon and Stewart's Creek on State Farm Prep Sports.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At State Farm, when home and auto works as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Bud Morris. Give me a call at 615-893-1417 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name, but there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, located at 803 North Thompson Lane near Medical Center Parkway. State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, 615-895-2700. And tune in next time, our next game, for the Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. And after the game is the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show.
That commercial for Dan France Concrete reminds me I saw two of their trucks headed out very early this morning, headed to a job. First pitch is a breaker in there to Evan Underwood. Top of the order to lead it off here in the third for the Blue Devils.
Was Dan in the truck?
I couldn't see.
I think he's an executive.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
This breaking pitch sails in for a strike called.
He's in the office telling them where to go, where the next job is, kind of thing.
And then by 8:30, he's taking a nap.
Pretty much.
0-2 went outside, and he chased it. 3 pitches and a strikeout of Underwood. That is number 3 on the afternoon for Aiden Schwartz. Kind of came out onto the mound and a little more authority.
Yeah, I think he was a little upset at the last inning. They didn't score, but he was not happy.
Bryce Nizik, who struck out in the first, is the next batter to face Schwartz here in the third. There's a swinging strike.
Well, that one was up in his eyes. He really wanted that one, Nizik.
Royal blue and gray unis today for them. The 0-1 sails low. Count even at 1 apiece. Pitch swung on. High pop up left side. Took a while to get there, but Rose makes the grab. And there are 2 away. That was softly hit. Out there to left.
Carried pretty well, though, didn't it?
Sure
By the
did.
time it was over.
Kind of heard you say that the other night or yesterday on a broadcast, you know. Get to May and warm weather, ball kind of carries a little further. First pitch is low to Evan Driver.
I'm surprised you were even listening to one of my broadcasts.
That was about the only thing I
Is
heard.
that it?
Yeah. Driver walked back in the first.
You woke up long enough to hear it?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Actually listened back to some of our game last night when I got home.
Oh, you were on it all the whole game. Jeez.
2-0. Another soft liner to the left side. It's going to drop in front of Rose, however. And it's going to be a 2-out hit for Driver. So make that third hit of the inning.
What's happening here? They're getting 2-out hits, and if you're Lebanon, you're really wishing you could get that leadoff man on. It's hard to get a rally going with 2 out. We shall see here.
Well, they tried last time. They got runners at second and third just last inning. After 2 quick outs. Schwartz ahead in the count now after that pitch in for a strike on the outer half to the right-handed hitting Carter McPeak. Swing and a miss. And Schwartz in the driver's seat.
The sweeping breaking ball is pretty deadly.
Man.
And he's starting to get the thing over a little bit more consistently.
The 2-strike pitch, swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts so far through 3 innings for Aiden Schwartz, and down go the Blue Devils. No runs, there was a hit. Left stranded at first is Evan Driver. We move to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and it's the bottom of the order due up for the Red Hawks next on State Farm Prep Sports.
Life changes, then it changes again. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Let's work together to help make sure that you're equipped for life's unexpected events. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for an appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Whether you're a student, alumni, or just a fan, Raider Tees has exactly what you need to help you cheer on the Blue Raiders on game days and every moment in between. We sell officially licensed Blue Raider gear, whether it's clothing, hats, flags, chairs, or just whatever. We have it all, including exclusive gear you won't find anywhere else. Like us on Facebook for updates on new Blue Raider gear and special prices or discounts. For all your Blue Raider gear, shop Raider Tees today. Bigger, better, and go Blue!
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS is brought to you in part by Bowen's Body Shop. From dings, which Brian has, and dents, which Brian has, to full body work, trust Jeff and Kyle Bowen to do the job right. I don't know if they can do anything with you. They're located on Middle Tennessee Boulevard. Going to the bottom of the 3rd, Stewart's Creek's going to send up Odom, Rose, and Connor, the bottom of the order for the Stewart's Creek Red Hawks. How's that? Chris?
Very emphatic and
excited.
Yeah. Facing Collins here as he starts his 3rd inning of work. Swing and a miss on the first pitch to J.J. Odom. Well, that's a name seems like has been here forever.
Oh, isn't it though?
Stewart's Creek has had a tremendous history in baseball, especially in their youth, I guess. They're not the youngest high school in the county anymore. This pitch inside and for a ball. Rockvale has that hat to wear for a while, but see banners up here at the ballpark. Swung on, sent right side, and it's going to get past second baseman Jewell for a leadoff hit for J.J. Odom. That's the way to get things going here in the 3rd.
I love that swing. It was outside the pitch, and he just went that way with it. Nice swing, big hit.
Second hit of the game for Stewart's Creek and brings Brandon Rose, the left fielder, to the plate. Also love to see that 2023 Mr. Baseball banner for Gage Hoover out here as well. He was sure fun to watch. Showing bunt, and this one bounces high and then behind the plate.
I think it sure hit.
It's 0-1 to Rose. Smyrna softball, by the way, is playing, and that game's probably getting close to over if they started on time. Showed bunt again. This pitch outside. And even at 1 apiece. Case Collins. Like the alliteration there with the name.
Saw Eliza McLaren, Eagleville Star, guard for them, and said her last day's tomorrow.
Oh, wow. This pitch outside.
I said, what are you going to do? And she said, I don't know what I'm going to do. It is kind of all of a sudden, boom.
It's over, yeah.
You know?
I know.
We've gone through all the pomp and circumstances and all that kind of thing, and then it's kind of reality sets in. But she is a very smart girl, and I think she's already got her future planned out. So she was telling me a little bit about it, and got great parents, and she'll be all right.
2-1 pitch is going to be bunted, but foul. Talked to some of the Blackman folks yesterday as they were coming in, and today would have been day 2, tomorrow day 3 of final exams, and then their seniors are done. I got to look up that graduation schedule for the Wake Up crew for Monday. Pitch popped up right side.
Ooh,
coming in is Underwood, and got it. First down of the inning recorded.
That thing brought rain.
That would have been trouble, John, if we had sun.
Yep,
it was
quite possibly,
really
yeah.
high.
And that's the sun area out there.
Right field faces west, so you got your setting sun that direction.
You know, I always meant to ask guys, high schoolers, whether they
pitch to Connors on the outer half, Devin Connor.
If they like day games or they like to play at night.
Well, if you've got full sun, the sunglasses, I guess that helps, but
I think you can really see the ball better at daytime.
Pitch back into the screen.
Now, this is really well lit field, so relatively new, so it's pretty easy, but I know softball players, they used to love day games.
Here's a 1-1 on the way. Inside for a ball, 2-1. That softball also a little different color.
Well, not in my day when I was playing.
I got you.
Yeah.
Bigger target anyway.
I don't have much baseball experience in terms of that because of Pierre Lyons.
2-1, swung on and missed.
It's all his fault I didn't have a big baseball career.
You talked to him about that on Tuesday.
I did. I pointed it out to him. I know he's a Hall of Famer and all this and all that, but I flat told him, and did you have to throw me a curveball at Little League tryouts? Jeez. It actually was Babe Ruth tryouts.
Here's the 2-2 from Collins. Fouled back into the screen.
Of course, he had no idea who I was and when that happened, but opened my eyes. Said, baseball is not my game. And I love baseball, but
well, you had that great middle school basketball career, though.
Yeah, okay.
Here's the 2-2, swing and a miss, and down goes Connor. So it's going to take a 2-out hit to try to keep this one going here, and top of the order, Coleman Neese, your batter. Well, you've talked on numerous occasions, I'm sure all of our loyal listeners out there remember that you had something like 62 rebounds in one game for McFadden.
83. I don't know how you keep missing that. 83 rebounds in one game? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pitch outside.
Some people say I have exaggerated that a little bit. But
well, I was just going to say the numbers seem to kind of, whatever you say, it's always about 20 more than that.
No. That's the right one.
It's pitch low for a ball.
You know what happened that game? Seriously, really?
Your girlfriend broke up with you.
Yeah, and I got mad. And I did really, in sincerity, I pulled down about 20 that night. Rebounds. Couldn't shoot worth a, doggone nothing. Just pitiful.
2-0.
But I could rebound.
It's in for a strike.
5'9" center. Back up.
Oh, you were the backup center.
I was a backup center.
Oh.
Well, I had injuries. I had an
Oh.
injury, and I was coming back from an injury.
This is a nice pitch in for a strike, and the count even at 2-2.
I was 5'9", and the starting center was 5'8". I had a back injury. Did I tell you? I don't think I've ever told you that.
So you were guard-oriented team?
Yeah, pretty much.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner going here, and this one is sent foul down the left field line.
Finish up the story. I was coming back. I actually fell and hurt my back, and I played the first 3 or 4 games, and I had to sit out. It took forever to get that. You know, you get a back injury.
Oh, yeah.
You have to nurse it. And I got back in January for the stretch run that last month.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Neese. The pitch up about letter high, and it's full count now.
Otherwise, I could have been am I talking too much about it? I could have been a basketball. Well, no, never mind. I couldn't have.
Murfreesboro's LeBron James.
No, not.
Throw over, runner back.
I knew the game, and I played it, and I didn't learn how to shoot till actually I got out of middle school. That's when I started shooting the ball better. Isn't that strange?
It's weird. Here's a 3-2 pitch sent to right field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Stretching it out to 3 is Odom, and he's in there. Runners at the corners now for the Red Hawks. 2 hits here in the inning. And Coleman Neese aboard.
Good base running there. Get down at third. You got a chance on a wild pitch or perhaps to get a run in.
There is a lot of room behind home plate here at Stewart's Creek.
Yeah, you can probably, unless it bounces off that brick just perfectly.
J.D. Speakman is your batter here. They're going to let the runner take second. So Neese is in. He went in sliding, but there was no throw by catcher Cade Thorne.
Well, this is a good opportunity here for Stewart's Creek now.
No score in this one. Hits are even at 3 apiece as well. The count is 1-0 to Speakman. The pitch chopped to third. Hayes up with it. The throw, not in time. Run scores. They're going to have 2 run scores. This ball gets away, far away, and he's sliding in at third. Safe. 2 runs across, and the Red Hawks are up 2-0. Great base running here by Stewart's Creek.
Okay, so the ball goes down to third, and Hayes had it, but he had a little trouble getting it out of his glove, and I could tell when he almost like he never did get a good grip on it, but he had to rush it to get it down there, and it was a long hopper, which is one of the hardest plays for a first baseman to make, when that long hop, and got by him.
They score that an error. 2 runs across. Stewart's Creek up 2-0 here. And your batter, Chase Fernandez. And he's got a chance for an RBI here with Speakman at third. First pitch was a ball. It's 1-0 to Fernandez, who struck out back in the first. The 1-0. Ooh, boy, this was way inside. Backed him out of the box. And now Thorne going out to have a chat with Collins. Make sure they're on.
Going to calm him down a little bit, Brian. That he knows he should be out of the inning, and instead he's down 2, so a little frustrated.
Conversation over, and Thorne makes his way back to the plate.
If I'm Fernandez here, I'm swinging. You're going to want to get it somewhere around the plate.
Here's the 2-0 pitch to him. Swing and a miss. He was swinging for the fences with that one.
He shouldn't listen to me. He fooled me a little bit. He threw something off speed.
Probably Fernandez as well. The 2-1 now. Boy, another one way inside. Backed him out again. Collins is having a little trouble with his control. Stewart's Creek up 2-0 now. 2 hits and an error here in this third. The pitch. Fastball jammed him up and fouled away.
And they got
Thorne,
catcher.
didn't it?
Yep.
Thorne using the opportunity to clean his ears. He's got the, catchers can wear that earpiece now, John, in high school, and get the, you can actually see the little pack on the right above his right pocket. It's how they relay the pitches in. It's a new thing in high school baseball this year. It's a full count now to Chase Fernandez. And the pitch from Collins on the way inside again. And the inning continues here for the Red Hawks. It is the first walk given up by Collins. And there are runners at first and third for Aiden Schwartz.
Got a chance to help his own cause here, get another run in.
Aiden Schwartz is the pitcher. He's also the DH, so if he comes out later innings, he'll still bat. This pitch low, and right now Collins having trouble getting it across the plate. Two runs on 3 hits for Stewart's Creek. No runs, 3 hits, and an error for Lebanon. This pitch fouled back over the first base side dugout, which is where Lebanon is camped out tonight. We're in the third inning. A 1-1 from Collins. This one sails way inside. He's having trouble getting the breaking pitch over right now, and that's the one that Fernandez took several of, and it was way inside to him. Not as much so on that one to Schwartz. 2-1 now. Chopped deep in the hole to short. Nizik comes up with it. Throw to second, safe, run scores. That was the only play, and Speakman was in quickly. Fernandez safe at second. So that would be a single and an RBI for Aiden Schwartz. 3 hits here in the inning now. And conversation going to happen on the mound as you can hear the Stewart's Creek dugout screaming and yelling, and all things good happening right now for the Red Hawks.
Our game tonight brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, and Bowen's Body Shop. Also, Ideas Tees, the place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and more. Plus, you can buy all of your officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider merchandise from Raider Tees. Visit their showroom at 910 Risley Road. Just turn off Broad Street between Chewy's and Chili's. Stop in and see how they can help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. Find out more online at ideastees.com. And, Brian, we always want to thank all of our sponsors who've been with us for so many years, and in spite of the fact that they had to put up with us.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update. Rockvale leads Blackman after 3 innings, 4-3. That's an elimination game. The loser of that game, their season is done. Stewart's Creek Rockvale looking for their first district win of the year. The batter is Tyler Husky. He got the first hit off of Collins. Sends this one to deep left field. Going back is Blevins, and it's going to be off the wall. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. And the Red Hawks are up 5-0. Fernandez across for the 4th run. Schwartz on his horse, a hustling job by him. And down at second is Tyler Husky with a double and 2 ribbies.
Well, it was 2 out, and everybody was running on the pitch. As soon as they had contact, they could go, so that enabled them both to score. That's a double and 2 RBIs for Husky.
Husky's got a 2-for-2 day and has driven in 2 runs. Pitch outside to Easton Young, 9th batter of the inning, and Thorne goes out to talk with Collins. It's been a big third inning for the Red Hawks here. 5 runs on 5 hits this inning. They had just 1 hit coming into this third, so 4 here in the third. This pitch fouled back into the screen. Stewart's Creek got through the district gauntlet this year without a blemish on their district record. 20-9, a 20-win season, regular season for Stewart's Creek. Pitch sent to the right side, and Driver up with it. He's going to walk it over to first base, and that is going to end the inning. But it was a good one for the Red Hawks. They score 5 runs on 4 hits. There was an error, there was a walk, and there was just 1 left. Very efficient inning for Stewart's Creek. We go to the 4th. Your new score, Stewart's Creek 5, Lebanon nothing on State Farm Prep Sports.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
An app for easy payment.
Solar energy solutions.
I just want to talk to a real person when I need help. Energy tips and low rates.
Done, 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 done.
I want to fly my car to the moon.
Houston, let's talk about electric vehicles. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at mte.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
And along with Bud Morris, it's Dana Womack, also our good neighbor State Farm agent, located at 805 South Church Street between Farm Credit and the post office. State Farm agent Dana Womack, 615-900-0877. And rain has gone away.
Come again another day.
Oh, it will.
Bank on that. Leighton Schwartz, John, had a little swagger going to the mound. Staked to a 5-0 lead here as we start the 4th inning of play.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief there to get a little cushion. And the thing you want to do now is don't walk anybody. Let them hit their way on.
Finishes up his warm-up tosses, and Jordan Jewell will lead it off. Jewell, Swindell, and Hayes for the Blue Devils.
It's a crazy game, though. 1 out away from getting out of the inning, and the floodgates opened up after the error.
That's really kind of what started everything, isn't it? 3 hits for the Blue Devils, and Schwartz throws smoke on the first pitch to Jewell. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to right. 1 strike pitch on the way, and this one is going to be sent into center field. Neese makes the grab out there. Took about a 10-yard jog to his left. And the first out of the inning recorded here in the 4th. Toll Swindell, 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field. It was the 7 and 8 hitters, Hayes and Blevins, who kind of got things going back in the 2nd. First pitch in for a strike. Hayes is on deck. They had runners in scoring position in the 2nd, but couldn't get him across. Breaking pitch a bit low. Schwartz is another one of those names that seems like it's been at Stewart's Creek forever. This pitch in, that's a beaut right there. Same pitch as before, but just a tad higher. 1 and 2. A little popper. Going to be a tough play. Barehanded by Odom. Couldn't get to it.
Been a tough play, even if he made the catch.
I think you're right about that. We'll see how the official score takes a look at that. He did have to pick it up with his bare hand and try to field it. It's going to be the 4th hit of the game for Lebanon. Joe's bunt. Hayes pulls it back. Takes a ball, 1-0. 0-4-1 for Lebanon, 5-5-0 for Stewart's Creek. It's a pretty efficient line. Pitch, fly ball left field, and this is going to drop between center and left. So back-to-back hits. John, they did this back in the 2nd inning as well.
They sure did, and another threat. Although the good news for Stewart's Creek is they're up 5 instead of tied.
The back-to-back hits in the 2nd came with 2 outs as well. So,
well, let's see. They've had 4. They've stranded 4 in this game already.
Jackson Blevins, who had an infield single in the 2nd, stands in with just 1 out. Runners at 1st and 2nd. First pitch is a ball. Easton Young flashing the sign to Aiden Schwartz. He checks the runner at 2nd, and the pitch on the way. Way inside with that one. It's 2-0. It is the absolute perfect temperature. T-shirt and shorts, not cold at all, not really hot either. This pitch in for a strike. 2 balls and a strike, the count to Blevins. If you can stand the mosquitoes, it's a good night to be out. Here's the 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss.
People have spotted the cicadas, Brian.
Yep.
And in the Walter Hill area, I think.
Dalton sent me a picture today. He saw him in his grass outside at his house over in the Rutherford Boulevard
they're coming
area.
A little early, about a week or 2 early, week and a half early.
We've been a little warmer here in late April, early May than normal.
I'll let them come, get out of here. And
they'll be here till June. Here's a 2-2, swing and a miss, and down goes Blevins. 5 strikeouts in today's outing for Aiden Schwartz. And with 2 out, Cade Thorne is your batter.
Can you hear him out in the weeds out there, out in the woods?
I was just going to say, I don't know if that's the cicadas or if that's the
crickets.
Bartlett blowfrog. They have those here, you know.
Yeah.
Stewart.
Ducks, too.
Yeah, Stewart Creek is right back there. Popped up, out of play behind home plate. That's why the mosquitoes are always rough here.
Oh, yeah, because of the creek.
Yeah, close to the water.
I haven't noticed them too much. Now you've said it, I
feel something nibbling on me. This pitch fouled back, right side. It could be the attack cicadas. Have you heard about those?
No. They have attack cicadas?
No, I just made that up. Fake news.
Yeah, you're one of those guys.
2 on, 2 out, and it's an 0-2 count to Cade Thorne. The pitch from Schwartz. Fastball high. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tried to give him something up about the eyes to see if he would take the bait. Thorne did not. And the 1-2. Breaking pitch. It's going to be deep in the hole, and it's going to get by Connor. They're going to send Swindell, and the Blue Devils are on the scoreboard. It's 5-1. And all the way to third is Connor Hayes. He was on his horse. 3rd hit of the inning. And give the RBI to Cade Thorne as well. So the lead is 4 for Stewart's Creek. Takes us back to the top of the order.
Well, that was a big hit for them. That was 2 out, a 2-out hit. If they get another one, that would be even more.
Well, Schwartz is wanting to lock it down right here. 0 for 2 day for Evan Underwood. Boy, that was a pretty good pitch, but must be low. One and 0 the count. Pitch on the way. That went in for a strike. Now, if the pitch before was a ball.
Well, that was a better pitch there, I think.
1-1. Now a throw over to first, and dirties up Cade Thorne's uni. Takes his lead, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, fastball, swung on right side. Husky drifts under it and makes the grab out there. And the inning is over. But Lebanon gets 1 run. They had 3 hits in the inning, and there were 2 Blue Devils left stranded. Well, I guess it's time to take us to the 5th inning. John will take over here when we come back. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
We're talking now with Heather here at Carpets by Osborne. Tell us what it's like to work at a family business.
It's a lot of fun. However, it's a lot of work. Everybody has to pull their weight equally.
What do you think are some of the advantages of people doing business with a family business versus a corporate business?
We are here to answer all questions. We're responsible for scheduling jobs. We're not here to sell you material and pass you off to a list of installers.
Carpets by Osborne on Northwest Broad, next to Tire World.
Meet Little Caesars Thin Crust Pizza with toppings all the way to the edge and a crispy crust.
I love you, Cindy.
Sorry, but that commercial voice guy was right. I only love thin crust.
Ouch, Billy. Put on your fancy pants and sashay into Little Caesars for the Fanceroni Pepperoni. With over 100 crispy old-world pepperoni and cheesy crust edge, you'll be saying fancy words like indubitably or crochet. Walk in and walk out for only $9.99.
Little Caesars in Murfreesboro on Memorial, Warrior Drive, South Rutherford, and Old Fort.
Pizza, pizza.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
We are back, and a new pitcher into the game for Lebanon.
Sam Peach.
Number 27, Samuel Peach. He is a left-hander and a junior. So Samuel Peach is your new pitcher here. So the afternoon complete. And I did say 5th inning. It is actually the bottom of the 4th. I got ahead of myself a little bit right before the break. 5-1 is your score. Throw down, and Peach is ready to face J.J. Odom, who has one of the Creek's 5 hits in this game. Lebanon has actually out-hit Stewart's Creek by 1. Where it matters, it's 5-1 Stewart's Creek on the scoreboard. And here is the first pitch to Odom. This one sails low. It's a 4-run lead for Stewart's Creek. The pitch swung on, popped up right side. Giving chase in foul territory. Our driver, Underwood and Swindell, but no one can get to it. Odom's helping them get in their steps today.
JJ's the one that started that big inning in the 3rd.
Yep, he led it off with a hit. Scored the first run of 5 just last inning. Breaking pitch sails low for a ball, 2-1. Samuel Peach on the mound for Lebanon. This one low. It's 3-1 now. It's Odom, Rose, and Connor to lead off. 9 came to the plate last inning, so Rose or Odom sends this shot to short. Nizik up with it. tosses it over to Driver at first for out number 1. My thought there was Odom led off the 3rd inning. But the script here this inning is going to be a bit different as Odom is retired. Brandon Rose, 0 for 1, popped it up to right field. Stewart's Creek scored their runs. There was the hit by Odom and then 2 outs, and then the floodgates opened. Pitch low for a ball. Devin Connor is on deck. He's the 9-hole hitter. This pitch sails low and inside. He has a little sidearm action. Maybe it's just being a lefty. 2-0 is on the way. Went to the same spot, put that one a strike. That one a bit higher, I think, 2-1. He's a quick worker. This one fouled right side, out of play. And after being behind 2-0, Peaches battled back here to an even 2-2 count. Pitch on the way. Chopper high over the mound, deep in the hole for Nizik. He's up with it. The high throw is going to allow Rose to reach.
I'm giving him a single.
Yeah, that would be a really tough error right there. Nizik had to really cover some ground because it was really on the side of between first and second. He had to make quite the jog. So a 1-out hit for Brandon Rose. And your batter is Devin Connor now. They scored that an error, though. Swing and a miss.
Well, guess so. I'm going with a hit.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. I don't think he. It was almost. It would have been an impossible throw and an impossible out. But he made it kind of close.
I mean, a good throw. Bang, bang, you know.
Yeah. But he had to throw on the run. He probably had to go 20 yards just to get to it. This pitch way inside, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Devin Connor. The pitch is outside. Don't try that. Don't try to say the peach pitch. It's hard to say, and lots of bad things could happen. I regret that I've done it twice now. 2-2. This one sails outside.
Grasshopper, no cicada.
I can't wait to see my first one. Those red beady eyes.
You know, you'd be the first one that I would think that would be
excited
wanting to see.
You gotta say me.
I want to get my yard mode one more time before I see him. Counts full, 3-2. Well, I'm being attacked over here by 1.
It's a grasshopper.
This pitch fouled back. Well, I know, but they're like angry grasshoppers.
I think that was a gnat, actually.
No, it jumped on my leg. Felt weird. Full count. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove of Thorne. And let's see, I think that's the first strikeout for Samuel Peach. 2 out here in the inning, and takes us to the top of the order in Coleman Neese. Neese was part of that 3rd inning hit parade. Singled and scored a run. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss on the first pitch from Peach. Little different seeing this guy out on the mound. Left-handed thrower. This one sails way outside.
You don't really realize how fast they throw till you get down by the bullpen. And you're talking to the coach and the ball whizzes by your head.
Yeah.
I was fearful for your life down there.
Well, I was keeping an eye on it. This one is low for a ball, 2-1. I was going to throw my body in front of the pitch if it came toward you because I was facing the pitcher. I was willing to do that.
Yeah.
The 2-1 popped up left side. Can anyone get to it? I don't think so. Third baseman Hayes surely tried to do that, but he did not make it. Crowd's pretty quiet here tonight, aren't they?
Yeah.
Dugouts are quiet. All we can hear is the singing of the
Cicada National Choir.
Well, I think that's grasshoppers or something.
I do too.
Crickets.
Cicadas are louder than that.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Neese. And the pitch. This one low, and good job by Thorne to keep it in front of him, and he holds Rose down there at first.
Can you imagine what your dog's going to do when the cicadas come out?
No, I don't. She likes to eat bugs.
Oh, well, she'll be your protector.
I may not have to feed her for a
No,
month.
probably not. Just green beans.
Green beans and cicadas. Count full again. This one a fly ball to right field. This one could be trouble, and it is going to be up against the wall. Rounding third, Rose. He is going to be in standing. And it's 6-1. An RBI double for Coleman Neese.
And he now is 2 for 3 with an RBI. That's a big 2-out hit right there.
Sure was. Doesn't get a whole lot easier here for Peach. The only thing going for him is there are 2 outs in the inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits now for Stewart's Creek. Speakman is, well, he's popped up to first, and he reached on an error and scored the 3rd run of the game. Now 6-1. The pitch from Peach is fouled right there by the Lebanon dugout. They've kind of got the blue camo caps. That's kind of a cool look. I like that. 0-1 to Speakman. Down at second is Neese. The pitch fouled back into the screen right behind the plate. 2 fouled back by Speakman. Really good crowd here, though. The 2-strike pitch is about to be thrown here by Peach. It's on the way to Speakman, and that was just kind of a save myself swing there. Off the back of the bat, fouled away. I have to get more baseballs. So another 0-2 pitch about to be made here to Speakman after a check of Neese at second. This pitch is going to get by, and Neese is at third now. Wild pitch advances Coleman Neese to third. John, it'd be nice to get him across now.
Oh, anytime you can get a 2-out hit, it's big.
If Speakman could place one.
I'm glad Stewart's Creek was able to answer that 1 run they got in the top of the inning.
Yep, they got their 5-run lead right back. Here's the 1-2. This one low. Well, it was great job by Speakman holding off on that one. Rockvale leads Blackman after 4 innings, 8-6 in baseball. It's a loser's bracket game. And they're going to throw home, and he sneaks in for another score. Caught him napping, and Coleman Neese just stole a run. 7-1.
I have not seen that in years.
Sneaky little cat. If I'm not mistaken, Thorne had, maybe he just threw the ball. Here's a 3-2 payoff pitch, sent right side, but foul. I don't know that we've called a game that's happened in.
I don't think we've ever done it.
The count
Just don't see it.
No, you don't. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Low and inside and walked him.
Great at bat.
J.D. Speakman made Peach throw a ton of pitches. His first walk and just the second of the game. And that puts the bat in the hands of Chase Fernandez, who has struck out and walked and scored a run in this game. 7-1 in the 4th inning. Pitch on the way. This one way inside. The 3rd and the 4th innings for Lebanon have been tough. Stewart's Creek has scored all of their runs in 2 innings. Swing and a miss. Boy, Fernandez liked that one.
Came out of his shoes nearly on that one.
Count at 1-1. Hayden Schwartz is on deck. Here's the pitch. Right back up through the middle. Deep in the hole. They're going to try to tag the runner, and they got him. So Speakman is going to be thrown out, and that's going to end the inning. But here's your inning recap here in the 4th. The Redhawks get 2 runs on 2 hits. There was a walk, and there would be 1 left, even though Speakman was tagged out there. 2 runs here in the 4th, make it 7-1 Redhawks, and it is indeed time to take you to the 5th inning. John will take over and take us to the house here. Stewart's Creek up 7-1 on State Farm Prep Sports.
I'm Good Neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about the significant rate decrease we're experiencing now. Let me compare coverage and possibly save you hundreds on your home and auto. Call me at 615-895-2700.
Renters, when you combine State Farm Auto and Renters Insurance, you will save money. I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack, and I'd love to talk to you about combining your auto and Renters Insurance to help you save. Call me at 615-900-0877.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight's game on News Radio, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, brought to you in part by Sir Pizza, Carpets by Osborne, Winners Trophies, along with First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Stewart's Creek leads it 7-1. And we send it over to John now here to take us through the final few innings here.
Hayden Schwartz still on the mound for Stewart's Creek, now staked to a 7-1 lead. And it's Nesick to lead off here in the 5th. The wind of the pitch is a strike called in the inside corner, 0-1. 7 runs, 7 hits actually for, I'm giving an extra hit there.
Yeah.
Here's a high fly ball, shallow. No, it's going to be foul territory, and he makes the catch. Diving for it is Fernandez.
Wowee.
That was impressive. Pop up out to the third baseman, and
on the scorecard it looks routine, doesn't it? But it was nothing but.
And we couldn't see it. All I did was the reaction of the players when they all raised their hands up in jubilant, boisterous activity. And it brings up Evan Driver, who's walked and singled. He's 1 for 1. Left-handed batter steps in there, and now the pitch from Swartz into the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. I was saying 7-7-0 for Blackman, 1-6-2 for Lebanon, and those 2 errors have been big. Winding the pitch, down low again, and he's falling behind. 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the 5th, 7-1, Stewart's Creek. 3 more innings to go for Aiden Swartz. There's a strike, taken all the way is Driver, 2-1. McPeak would be next. And the pitch. Swung on, popped up again, out of play. And the count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Evan Driver still figuring out his body size, they say. And he jams him, and it's a pop-up right to Swartz for out number 2. So 2 pop-ups and 2 away in the inning. It had to be Swartz that made that catch, Brian. There was nobody even around. It was such a little short pop-up. He handled it easily, and here's McPeak, who has struck out twice. Got the collar right now, 0 for 2. Anyway, we mentioned Driver. He's kind of a late bloomer. And he's got big power, but we've held him in check pretty well tonight. McPeak the batter, the wind, and the pitch from Swartz. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. I think the Cubs lost today to the Mets. I hate to tell David Limbaugh that. Pitch is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. That National League East division is really got 2 or 3 at the top up there. The pitch, swing and a miss.
I actually worked on the schedule for the rest of the month for the Braves, and they host the Cubs and then another series, then they go to Chicago.
There's a high fly ball into center field, but Neese has no problem with it, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Aiden Swartz. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. 7-1, Stewart's Creek.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're at Rick's Barbecue talking with Anne-Marie Brents, who says they're ready to feed your entire crew with the family pack.
It's a pound of pork or any of our pulled meats, and then you get 2 16-ounce sides, and then you get a bag of chips, which are plain or barbecue, and then the buns come with it, and then you get one of our drink choices, which is either a 2-liter of one of our sodas or a half-gallon of one of our teas.
And don't forget the famous Rick's Loaded Baked Potato.
That's the biggest potato you can get. They're right at 2 pounds.
Let Rick's Barbecue do the cooking, 212 Warrior Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Thank you, Ron. And our game tonight brought to you in part by the law offices of John Day. Rick's Barbecue. They've got wings now. Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin and Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Samuel Peach in his 2nd inning of work. He gave up 2 runs last inning. 7-1 Stewart's Creek, and Aiden Swartz is going to lead it off here for the Red Hawks. It'll be Swartz, Husky, and Young. That's the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Stewart's Creek.
John, I did not make it over to Rick's Barbecue last night. You kind of shamed me. You said you've had a hamburger already, so I didn't go get wings. I really wanted to, though.
Well, you don't have to listen to me. Pitch is low ball, 1 ball, no strikes. I'm not the boss of you.
That's true, but I felt a little embarrassed just rolling up there.
Swing and a high chop to third, and Hayes has it. Long throws in time, out number 1. Swartz retired, 1 away. Brings up Husky. He's had a good game, a single, a double, and he's played really well in the outfield too, and also driven in 2 runs.
Just love that walk-up
yeah,
music.
man. Blame it on the rain. Husky, then Young. Swartz and Husky have 3 RBIs between the 2 of them. They swung on, foul back out of play. Beautiful night. Rain's avoided us. If we can get out of here before 10 o'clock or so, we should be in good shape. The wind and the pitch outside. Count even, a ball and a strike.
Well, let me check the mobile Rutherford weather radar.
Okay, you're just checking to see if I'm wrong or not?
No, I was just saying.
Curve swung on, fouled into the Blackman bench and kind of scatters out a little bit.
It is very cloudy here, isn't it?
Huh?
Cloudy.
I don't know. How can you tell?
It's dark.
1-2 pitch. Got it inside, and it's 2-2. Swartz led off the inning with a grounder to third for the first out. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, fouled to the screen. Good at bat here by Husky. Trying to stay alive. Coach Wakefield's dad runs down the ball. Boy, he's probably my age, and he's as limber as a cat. I can hardly walk. Pitch, fouled it again. And here comes Mr. Wakefield again. Look at him. He's like a cat. Don't you wish you could run like that, Brian?
Yeah.
We made bad choices in life. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swing and a miss, you finally got him. That is the second strikeout for Peach.
Mine was
just got darker.
The Catalina chicken at Taco Bell today. That was
Catalina chicken.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had that.
Cantina chicken or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever it is.
You don't know the name of it. Okay.
No. It was chicken in between 3 hamburgers throughout the last 2 days.
That's a hamburger? A Taco Bell?
No. I had.
Okay, you're really losing me.
I had hamburgers
You've
the
been
previous
hit,
2
you've been
meals.
Hit bitten by a radioactive grasshopper or something? 0-1. Pitch gets in the dirt, and boy, Young took that one. Ooh, right on the hand. That had to sting.
So the lights went out, John.
So you had how many hamburgers?
Well, I had chicken for lunch.
Today?
Mm-hmm. The 2 previous meals, so yesterday's lunch and dinner, were hamburgers. So it's, and then one tonight, a hamburger. I should have gotten the grilled chicken like you got. You said it was excellent.
It was great. It was excellent.
At the concession stand here.
I had some inside information. I didn't want to.
Well, apparently you didn't share.
I didn't share. I just let you make your choices. I'm not the boss of you. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Outside, 2-1. John and Brian here, if you can't guess, we're in a 7-1 lead for Stewart's Creek.
But you stroll up to the concession stand and say, I'll have the grilled chicken with all kinds of confidence.
There's a strike. It's 2-2. Well, I mean.
But, you had confidence, and I didn't. Not all grilled chickens.
It didn't affect you. You chose the hamburger instead.
I should have gone with my first instinct.
2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. We're in the 5th, the bottom half. You realize when you scheduled this game that we had a morning show to do?
Yeah.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. I think he might have gave him one there a little bit. No runs, a 3-up, 3-down inning for Peach. There were 2 strikeouts in there as well. We've completed 5. It's Stewart's Creek 7, 11-1 here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors that you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-873-1700. Let me save you money and time.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Andy Womack, located at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard near the Ford dealer. State Farm Agent Andy Womack, 615-890-0850. And Aiden Swartz still on the mound for Stewart's Creek as we enter the 6th inning, and quite frankly, Lebanon running out of outs here.
Well, Schwartz has pitched a great game tonight here, John, and through 5 innings has only given up 6 hits tonight. He struck out 4, but here's one really, really big stat. He's only walked 1, and that was in the 1st inning. So he's had a lot of control tonight.
Jordan Jewell, the batter, flied out twice. He's 0 for 2. Right-handed batter, second baseman. He's kind of a muscular guy. There's a drive. Speaking of muscular, way back, this ball sails off the wall. Jewell standing with a double, and he missed it by inches getting it out of here. Leadoff double for Jewell.
Jewell, John, as a freshman, was injured and had to have Tommy John surgery. He's one of their pitching staff, and so missed most of last year. So this is his junior year.
He's just now bouncing back from that, I guess.
Yep.
Pitch. Ball sails high, I guess. 1 ball, no strikes. Leadoff double by Jewell.
That's their first leadoff hit in the game.
And here's Toll Swindell, and that is one of the reasons why Swartz has been so effective. Check the runner, the pitch. Evidently inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Swartz checks that runner down at second and into the dirt. 3-0. He's disgusted with himself right now on that pitch. So he falls behind Swindell, who has flied out, and he's also singled and scored the only Lebanon run so far. Here's the 3-0. Taken all the way. It's a strike, 3-1.
Swindell was ready to flip the bat. Thought that was a ball.
3-1 on the way. Swung on, lined in the center, and drops in for a base hit. Jewell had to wait, and so he'll only get to third, but runners at first and third, and nobody out. So a little excitement here in the 6th.
Well, if you're Swartz, you need to just kind of not worry about what's going on here and try to settle in and focus in on Cooper Hayes here first.
And the pitching coach coming out to talk here to Aiden Swartz. And I think they would love for him to finish this game, but we'll see. I don't think he'll make the change. Just kind of talking over some strategy. I think he's probably saying, don't worry about this run, the runners, just get the out. At this stage in the game, you got a comfortable 7-1 lead.
I don't think I see anyone throwing over there in the bullpen for Stewart's Creek.
What's weird about this game, Lebanon's out hit us 8-6.
Yep. Well, we've got one extra run, but you're right.
And Swartz gets back on the mound, and we'll get ready to go as the umpire breaks everything up.
John, and that's been the case the whole night.
Yeah.
I mean, they had 2 hits in the second. Stewart's Creek had 1. Third inning was different, but, you know, they've had hits in every inning except the first and the fifth.
Left a lot of men on base tonight. Swartz from the stretch, the pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did. And the runner goes down to second, but I think they're going to make him, are they going to make him go back? I thought the umpire had signaled that, but evidently not. Stolen base. And it's a 0-1 count to Cooper Hayes. The pitch. Breaking pitch in there. It's been there all night for him just about. And it's 0-2.
Well, that's been his bread and butter.
Batter gives up on it, and when he hits that, nibbles that corner, it's a strike. Wouldn't be surprised if I see another one here. 0-2. That was a fastball that sailed high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jewell at third. Swindell at second. Nobody out. 6th inning. Swartz shakes off a sign. Now he's ready. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That's that same pitch, John. He kind of set him up with that fastball.
6th strikeout for Swartz, and 1 away. That was a big, huge out. And here's Jackson Blevins, who is singled and struck out. He's also stolen the base. He's 1 for 2.
I would take 2 more at-bats just like that. Swartz can get another couple of outs here.
Blevins steps in here. Swartz ready to deliver to the plate. The pitch. That breaking ball just sailed a little low. 1 ball, no strikes.
Blevins had one of Lebanon's hits. It was of the infield variety. It just took forever to get down to third. No play.
1-0, same spot, 2-0. Blevins would be followed by Thorne. This Lebanon team's pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
The pitch. There's a fastball right down the middle, 2-1.
We've got 6 seniors, but 10 juniors and 5 sophomores and 2 freshmen on the varsity team.
They'll be all right. Pitch swung on, fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I will give Coach Will Wakefield a tip of the cap because he's got information just like Coach Howard. We had roster and class and all that. That is so helpful to have some information to talk about his kids. He was prepared and ready.
The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Caught him looking. And strikeout number 7, and maybe the biggest one of the night. 2 away. It's going to leave it up to Cade Thorne if Lebanon's going to put anything on the scoreboard here in the 6th. Right-handed hitter. Loves a little dirt.
Don't get to do that on turf fields. Well, I guess you could pick up some of those rubber pellets, but what good does that do?
That pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Two big strikeouts, now trying to get out of this thing. Pitch is outside, 2-0. He does have a base open, but I think he'd rather face the number 9 hitter than the leadoff hitter.
Although Thorne does have had a hit off of him the last time he was at the plate.
Drove in a run. The pitch, swing and a miss, 2-1.
Boy, he's getting that fastball up there. That was a very nice pitch. He's been nipping and nipping and nipping on that outside corner, and then just came right at him with that one.
Wind in the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, popped him up, but it's going to be out of play, and it's 2-2. Young took a look at it, but it was over our heads too. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. We're in the top half of the 6th. 7-1 Stewart's Creek. Swartz shakes off a sign. Now he's ready. The pitch. Fastball high. And the count is full. Runners will be going on this pitch. There are 2 out. Three-two. The pitch. Strike 3 called. Same spot as he struck out Blevins. That's 8 strikeouts. He struck out the side after giving up 2 straight hits. No runs, 2 hits. 2 left. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 7-1 Stewart's Creek.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
People love to see us on the schedule when they have a home game because our fans show up.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
The way we travel is just phenomenal. Our parents and our community are fully engaged in our school. When we compete, we're trying to do it in a way that honors God. We want to win. We also want to do it in a way that pleases Him.
Providing Christian values and academic excellence in a nurturing environment. That's Middle Tennessee Christian School. Invest in the future of your child. Find out more at mtcscougars.org.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA. Live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by Ideas Tees, Dan France Concrete, Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home, along with Middle Tennessee Christian School, and good neighbor State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, a Rutherford County resident with an office in Brentwood, 615-873-1700. And, John, we have a new pitcher in.
That is Chase Dickerson.
Yeah, he is a senior.
Coming in on relief, trailing 7-1 as we are here in the bottom of the 6th.
And he has a 4.3 GPA.
Wow. These baseball players are smart, aren't they?
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the 6 seniors, John, have a greater than 4.0 GPA. Isn't that crazy?
And he'll be facing J.J. Odom, Brendan Rose, and Devin Connor here in the 6th. Three-game series for Middle Tennessee State in the next 3 days on WGNS.
Binghamton in conference play.
Pitch is a ball high, 1-0. Crowd has gotten really quiet. Pitch is outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the wind from the right-hander. Swung on, drilled. Left field, coming in, however, and making the catch is Blevins. That ball kind of fooled me. It looked like it had more oomph than it did. So it's a fly out for out number 1. To the left fielder Blevins, and Odom finishes the night if the score stays the same, 1 for 3. Here's Brandon Rose, who's flied out, and he's singled and scored. So the 7-8 hitters have done their job tonight, getting on base. Pitch, oh, that's a beautiful breaking pitch. 0-1. Nobody on, 1 out. 7-1 Stewart's Creek, bottom of the 6th. This is a little bit of a side armor, and the pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rose steps back in there. Now the pitch. Drilled. This one may not hold it. It's going back and over the head of Blevins, and he's going to be in there standing with a double. Boy, he got it too much inside and over the plate there, and he just drilled it. It's a double. First hit off of Blevins. So Rose is out there in scoring position for Devin Connor. And I think we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Austin Smith, I believe. Hudson Smits. Hudson Smits. Okay, hitting for Connor. His first appearance of the game. Right-handed batter. And Dickerson's pitch. Ball sails high, 1 ball, no strikes. I really don't have a great look at his delivery, but he looks like he's 3/4. Yep, almost sidearm, and the pitch is inside. 2 balls, no strikes. So Rose is 2 for 3. He's down there at second base with a 1-out double. And the pitch swung on, chopped to third. Hayes with a great backhand stop. Throw to first in the dirt, scooped up, however, on a great play by Swindell. And there's 2 away. Well, that was really a super play.
Boy, Driver had to stretch, dig it out of the dirt, John, and that was something else.
Yeah, I said Swindell didn't know that's Driver. Swindell's out there roaming the center field. 2 away, and that brings up the top of the order, and Neese. Coleman's had a good game, a double, a single. Pitch is a strike called. I don't think Coleman agreed with that too much. 7-1 Stewart's Creek. We're in the 6th. Rose got to third on that grounder. Pitch is outside. Be nice to get another run in here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Been sitting here so long, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get up. Pitch inside corner this time, and it's 1-2.
Neese is kind of beating himself up a little bit. He knew he let a good one to swing on get by.
And the pitch. Almost hit him.
Well, it did hit him, but
he said he got his sleeve.
Yeah, he's trying to convince him. I'm not so sure he's not right, but
2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, a runner at third for Stewart's Creek, excuse me.
The umpire did not take the bait.
2-2 pitch, swung on, driven to the left side. Is it fair or foul? It is going to be fair ball. And Neese is on. And Rose scores. Wow, that was just really close.
It sure looked like it hit it right about the line. There was no way for us to see, but the umpire said fair ball, so.
Single and an RBI for Coleman Neese. That helps. 8-1 now.
John Coleman Neese 3 for 4 today, 2 singles, a double, and has driven in 2 runs. He may have to be in the running for our Dr. Automotive Player of the Game.
Throw down, and the runner is going to be safe. Stolen base for Neese, and Spigman is the batter, by the way. He's reached on an error and scored, popped up, and he has walked.
Neese scored the 7th run of the game on one of the coolest things that we've seen in a long time, and I don't think I've ever seen it. He stole home.
The pitch, a little low, 2-0.
Now that I say that, was there not a time that Craig Revis won a game that way?
Maybe so.
Late innings. It's been a while, but it's not something you see very often.
Craig wasn't running.
No.
Swung on, high fly ball, center field. And there's Swindell back there to get it for out number 3, but they do get a run. That's Stewart's Creek on 2 hits, and they strand 1. We're going to the 7th, last chance for Lebanon. It's 8-1 Stewart's Creek.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Bud Morris, located at 3245 Franklin Road, just down from Franklin Road Christian School. State Farm Agent Bud Morris, 615-893-1417. 8-1 is our score. Stewart's Creek comfortably in front. Trace Blanchett has come in to replace Swartz, who went, 6 innings tonight. Gave up 1 run. I'll let you do that, Brian. I think you're working on it anyway. Blanchett, right-hander. Let's see, 8 hits, I believe.
Yeah,
8 strikeouts.
8, yep, and just 1 walk. So in his 6 innings, 1 run, 8 hits, 8 strikeouts, and a walk.
He did exactly what the coach said when he was talking to you in the pregame, in the interview. That going to hand it to him and let him do his thing, and he did.
He had some trouble last inning, John, but then he struck out the side.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Gave up 2 hits, and there was nobody out, a double and a single, and then he struck out the next 3 batters.
Underwood swings again, 0-2. It's Underwood, Nazik, and Driver. The pitch. Just got a piece of it and fouled it back. Count remains, no balls, 2 strikes. Blanchett ready, not wasting any time. The pitch. Fouled it back again. This time he got the umpire. And he's feeling that pain right now. They couldn't pay me enough to be a home plate umpire. And he's kind of making sure that the catcher, which is nice, as Young goes out and talks to Blanchett to give him a little chance to shake that one off a little bit. Fernandez goes back to third. 0-2 the count. Eight runs on 7 hits for Blackman, 1 run on 8 hits for Lebanon. Blanchett gets the sign, the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, struck him out. 2 more to go for the Redhawks. And that brings up Bryce Nizik. He struck out, flied out, and popped up. He's 0 for 3. And the wind in the pitch. Swung on, chopped in front of the plate. Fair ball, they say. Blanchett's going to have to throw him out, and does for out number 2. Well, that was the slowest developing play I've ever seen.
It sure was.
Nobody knew if it was fair or foul. And there's 2 away. Blanchett, from what I can tell, is around the plate. He doesn't mess around. Here's Drivers, walked, singled, and popped up. Last hope for the Lebanon Blue Devils. Here's the wind from Blanchett and the pitch. A strike called in the inside corner, 0-1. And the pitch. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Young gets a sign from the bench. Now the sign to Blancett. The pitch. Strike called. Same spot. Inside corner again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Driver and Lebanon down to their last strike. Here's the wind and the 1-2 pitch. Oh boy, he hasn't got away from him, and it's 2-2. He went straight down with it. That looked like a pitch you'd throw, Brian.
I don't know that I could get it to the plate.
Now the umpire, I think, may want to look at the ball.
Maybe it's got a weight on it, and that's the reason why that happened.
I think he gave him a new one, actually.
He did.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He may have wanted another moment, too, after.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking, too.
Taking that shot that he took.
Here's the wind and the 2-2 pitch to Driver. Outside. He's gone full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch fouled away. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. We cannot tell you where we're going to be yet because we don't know, but we're thinking softball, Brian.
Yeah, there will be softball still being played early next week. A week from tomorrow starts the region, and some of those games we will probably have just streaming only.
Here's the pitch. He walked him. First ball given up by Blancett. And there's a base runner. Driver keeps the inning alive for Lebanon. And here is Carter McPeak. Struck out twice, and he's flied out. And we say it one more time. Last chance here. Got a runner for Lebanon. That's Scout Loftus. He's a freshman. He's down at first base. From the stretch is Blancett. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, and I don't know what in the world was wrong with that one, but it's 1 ball, no strikes. McPeak ready. Now it's in the dirt, 2-0. So plate's moving around a little bit on Blancett right now. Second batter he's falling behind in the count. 2-0. Outside, 3-0. They always say the last out in the last inning is the hardest to get.
Yeah, I was just going to say he had a pretty easy time with Underwood and Nizick, but
3-0, and he pushed that one in the dirt as well. And the second walk, that's back-to-back walks. Not yet the panic yet. We're up 8-1, but don't want this to continue. And coming out and talking to him is JJ. Some words of encouragement.
Jewell does have a hit in the game.
This is not Jewell, however.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who it is because of the numbers. It's a left-handed batter.
Peak.
If he'll swing and miss at one, it'd be great. Pitch is a strike called.
Number 1. That is Brody Royalty.
And the 0-1 pitch. Brushed him back, 1 ball, 1 strike.
What a name. Royalty. He's royalty.
The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Now we're down to 1 strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. 8-1 Stewart's Creek. We're in the top of the 7th. And the pitch. Outside. Try to get him to chase one, I think. 2 balls, 2 strikes. What was the temperature today? 89? Did it hit 89?
Might have hit 90 in some spots.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's your ball game. Second strikeout for Blancett, and that's your inning, and that's your ball game. The final score here, Stewart's Creek 8, Lebanon 1. They will advance in the winner's bracket, and we'll be back with the Prentice Allsup Heating Air postgame show coming up right after this timeout.
Hey y'all, this is Lakin Hibden. I'm a mortgage loan originator for F&B Mortgage, a department of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, located on 322 North Front Street in downtown Murfreesboro. When you're ready to purchase your new home or refinance the one you have, I'll make sure your home loan process will move along smoothly when you put your trust in me. With attractive rates and a great solution that will fit your lifestyle and budget, F&B Mortgage is your hometown lender. Visit my website, lakinhibden.com. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 401715.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Welcome back to Stewart's Creek High School. It's time for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air services all major brands and in most cases offers same-day service. Rely on the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Give them a call today at 615-890-1311, or you can check them out online at PrenticeAllsup.com. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air on West College Street. 8-1 the final. It was pretty much all Stewart's Creek tonight. They got a 5-run, third?
It was the third inning, yeah.
Yep. And from there on, they kind of coasted. There were a few little moments, but Lebanon left about 8 or 9 runners on in this game. Our Dr. Automotive players of the game, Brian, I'm going to go with Coleman Neese. Tell us a little bit about Coleman tonight.
Well, Coleman had 3 for 4 night at the plate, 2 singles, a double. He scored 2 runs. He drove in 2 runs, had a stolen base, and in fact, the 7th run of the game, he stole home. And
that's what got it for you, didn't it?
Man,
That's
I
what
tell
got
you,
it for him, didn't you? You were impressed with that, weren't you?
I was impressed by that, and don't want to overlook Aiden Schwartz's night either. He pitched a heck of a game, a 1-hitter, or an 8-hitter, but 1 run given up despite the 8 hits. And he pitched a really good game. You mentioned there were some peaks and valleys, but he got out of any trouble that he was in, it seemed. Yeah,
they left a lot of runners on tonight. That's your Dr. Automotive player of the game. Dr. Automotive provides local car owners with excellent auto repair services from ASE certified mechanics and master mechanics. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer and their staff at Dr. Automotive are fully equipped to serve your vehicle repair and maintenance needs. They're on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna and online at autorepairsmyrna.com. I got a picture from him today.
Did you get
too?
One? Yeah, I did.
What'd you tell him? I told him don't burn. He's at Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
I told him don't burn. His head looked a little bit.
Well, it's a little shiny.
Yeah. And our Craig Tax Service keys to the game tonight, I got to go with the third, really.
Yeah, no question about it. John, Stewart's Creek had 4 hits in the inning. They wound up scoring 5 runs. Walks and errors did not help Lebanon, and Stewart's Creek made the most of it. And, they made the most of it. They put the 5 spot on the board in the third, and then Lebanon, despite getting 1 run back, Stewart's Creek got 2 back in the 4th. So they answered and added to their lead. And so that was pretty nicely done by the Red Hawks.
They tacked on some runs to make it 8-1 for the final. Tax laws can be very confusing. It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Call them today at 615-890-2233. And if you missed part of the game, you can check out WGNSSports.com and tap on the Sir Pizza podcast button to download or listen. You can now order your favorite pizza online. Go to SirPizzaTN.com for carryout or delivery. That's Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church Street, and on Memorial Boulevard. All right, now time to take a look at the stats brought to you by JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Winners Trophies, and Fans Heating and Air. Brian?
John, you mentioned Lebanon left a lot of base runners. They stranded 8 tonight. Stewart's Creek only left 3 on throughout the night, so they did a good job of cleaning up the bags. And here are the stats. First of all, a quick peek at Lebanon. Jordan Jewell was 1 for 3 with a double, 2 for 3 for Toll Swindell with a run scored on a single, 2 for 3 for Cooper Hayes with 2 singles tonight, and 1 for 3 for Cade Thorne. Their pitching staff, Collins, in his 3 innings, gave up the 5 runs on 5 hits, struck out 2 and walked a batter. Not a ton of walks in this game tonight. Peach, 2 innings, 2 runs, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, and a walk. And Dickerson in his 1 inning, 1 run on 2 hits. Now for the Red Hawks, 3 for 4. We mentioned Coleman Neese, our player of the game, 2 runs scored and 2 driven in. He had 2 singles and a double, and also had a stolen base. He had 2 stolen bases because he stole home. I should have mentioned that too before earlier. 1 for 3 for Aiden Schwartz at the plate tonight with a run scored and a run driven in. He had a single tonight. A single and a double on the night for Tyler Husky, 2 for 3 with 2 driven in. 1 for 3 night for J.J. Odom with a run scored, and he had a single tonight. A single and a double, 2 for 3 for Brandon Rose, and he also scored 2 runs. For the pitching staff, Aiden Schwartz, 6 innings, 1 run on 8 hits, struck out 8 and walked only 1. And Blancett in his inning of relief struck out no runs, struck out 2 and walked 2 batters. And that's a complete look at your stats tonight. And Stewart's Creek improves to 21-9 on the year, while Lebanon falls to 14-12. One quick update on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard in District 8 4A in the baseball tournament. In the losers bracket game, elimination game, Rockvale leads Blackman 8-7, going to they're in the 6th inning out there. And in terms of what we've got coming up for you next week, we will just wait and see. Check WGNS Sports Radio on Twitter. We'll have everything there and on our website as well when we get it all scheduled out. And the plan right now is hopefully something early in the week, radio and streaming. And then as we get later on down into region baseball play, we'll be talking about probably some stream only next weekend. Not this weekend, but next. And that's it.
All right. Appreciate everyone listening tonight, and good news from Stewart's Creek tonight as they advance. They win at 8-1. For Brian Barrett and Jackson Smith back at the station, this is John Dinkins. Until next time, so long, everybody.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSSports.com, on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.
Space Brothers to usher mankind into a golden age. And oh, by the way, those pesky fundamentalists, we took them to another planet because they weren't ready for the spiritual evolution. That is the great deception. That would change everything. That's the cosmic paradigm shift. And you remember, Jesus warned us that even the elect would be deceived if that were possible. Men faint from fear from what is coming upon the earth. So you mentioned the abduction. We published a book by Karen Wilkinson. She was a guest on Coast to Coast. Stolen Seed Evil Harvest. She was a lifelong abductee. And it's not a good thing. I agree with you. It's not a good thing. Being abducted is not good. Being taken is not good. Being implanted is not good. Cattle mutilations are not good. And on and on and on it goes. There's a nefarious agenda. There's a breeding program. There's also an ancient prophetic text which says this: their seed will mingle with the seed of men, but they will not cleave to them. And that book was sealed up until the time of the end, which is where we are now. Who are they? Their seed will mingle with the seed of men. Who are they? Not human beings. And that describes exactly what we're looking at with the modern day abduction phenomenon, where people were taken in hybrids or hubreds, as Dr. David Jacobs liked to call them. they're walking amongst us. Absolutely.
You think Jacobs is right?
I do. We have difference of opinion as to what these entities are, but we do agree that there's a very nefarious agenda with them.
Danny in Oklahoma City, let's get you in before the top of the hour, Danny. Go ahead.
Well, thanks, George. I agree with L.A., what he was saying about end times. There's just a lot of weird things going on, and I think that many of our leaders are ignoring the American people and securing our border. But the question I had was, I always wondered about the rancher that owned that land there where the Roswell crash took place. It seemed like he would definitely